Hi everyone, welcome to Straight from the Divine Tarot. We're Friday, December 6th, 2024. I'm here to do a collective read for you. As you know, it's a timeless read. I don't use the signs, I don't use the genders because it's all energy anyway. So if this is your read, you will know by the description of the characters as well as the storyline. So take what applies, toss the rest, don't try to make things fit if it doesn't. I will be using the he and she pronoun just to keep it straight in my head, no other reason. So if you have to switch the genders or the roles, go right ahead. Not a problem. Remember, it's a general collective reading. It's not a personal one. Not every read's going to be for you. You must use your higher wisdom and discernment. I'll bring out the tarot cards. I'll give you the description of the cards as well as what I'm picking up intuitively. You know your story best. I'll give you all the descriptions, some, one, and or none, as I stated, and then we bring it together at the end. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Thank you for being here. I hope you're having a great day. It's overcast over here. It's a little chilly too. Seven below. Hey, well, what can you do? Hopefully you're going to have a beautiful weekend. It doesn't feel like a Friday. I don't know what's going on with me this week. Timing's been off, but oh well. I remember, what day was it? Was it last week or this week? I can't remember now. It just seems to be going into one another, one day after another. Thought it was a Saturday, and it wasn't. It was just the weirdest feeling. Anyhow, let's see what Spirit wants to talk about, shall we? Spirit guides, guardian angels, ancestors, the white light. What's the message for the collective at this hour? What would you like to discuss, please, with the collective? My beautiful collective. What's the message, please? Thank you. Material and spiritual prosperity. This keeps coming out this week. Wonderful. Six is the lovers. Lovers has not always been the lovers. It's been a card about choices and consequences, whether it's in the upright or in the reverse. Somebody's never going to be happy with your choice, okay? Somebody's going to be hurt by it. And that's something you can't avoid in life. Your choice is your choice. You have to think about yourself first. So is there going to be a choice or decision going to be made, or a third party trying to get involved, or you might be going towards a higher level soulmate if it has anything to do with relationships. If not, then it could be a contract or decision you need to make. Looks like you're overlooking all that is yours. Congratulations, that's the overarching energy. Something to do with free will as well. Okay, bottom of the deck, oh boy. Balance and reverse. So there's been an imbalance. Could have been a crime, an injustice. Could have been amoral or a criminal, or both. Something's out of balance, out of whack. Underlying energy. So somebody's looking at what you stood to gain, or everything you have, and trying to take it from you. That could be it too. Emotional withdrawal in reverse. Somebody could be scared right now. You're not showing your emotions. I think you're just over whatever this is. If it's a relationship, you're walking away. You're done. 8-8. So somebody's getting karma, and abundance is near for you. This is positive movement forward. Again, it's a card about choice. So I think you chose, instead of going through staying where you are, where you're not feeling it anyways. You know that these people don't have any affinity to you. I say these people for a reason. Maybe there's more than one. And or it's a partner. There's no love here. You're moving on. You're making the right choice by moving forward. Positive movement forward. Congratulations. Smooth sailing. Okay? Yeah, you're going towards a firm foundation, or you already have it. Maybe this is the past, present, or future. Place yourself where it fits. You overcame a lot of mountains, a lot of hardship. You have a firm foundation. Your root chakra's balanced. No fear here. You're very stable. Could have something to do with a partnership or a family, a home, property, or a business. Some sort of stability. No longer suffering in silence. Maybe somebody was trying to hide you or hide something. They're hiding, cloaking something. Somebody didn't want to go in and heal. Somebody doesn't like to be on their own, maybe. Maybe you are on your own. Maybe you're single. It could be a parent, single parent, whatever. But you're able to do it on your own. This person can't. You're hiding and cloaking a lot, or hiding and cloaking you, okay? For some reason. Yeah, because you moved on. Somebody doesn't want to move on. 6 in reverse. You moved on. This person could be, or persons, could be very karmic, right? They're where the highway is very unbalanced. Poor choices. Somebody's reeking. Okay. They're going to be reaping the consequences to their poor choices. Could be a contract that was bogus, you know, a breach of contract or a fake contract in the ethers or 3D. Whatever this was, it was all one-sided. It wasn't fair. Somebody didn't use their higher wisdom. They can't move on. They don't want you moving on. Some of you might have had more than one choice here, or you do. You have to make the right decision moving forward. They have to move. You're moving or traveling. Take it for whatever that is, okay? I can go on and on and on with these cards, but I got to put an end to it. Let's see. We have material and spiritual prosperity 6. So depending on what choices you make, you know what I mean? There's going to be different outcomes for everybody. But there could have been a third party that got involved on what you wanted, whether it's family, friend, love, or business. They're looking at what you own or what you stood to own. And they were thinking, oh, I can usurp this. This could be mine. Or maybe this is you. You're looking at a higher level soulmate. You're going toward, you made the right choices in life. You balanced yourself out, because 6 is the card of balance. And you're able to take care of yourself, whereas other people can't. I don't know. It's tough today. It's really tough to be one income and pay all your bills and be okay. Material and spiritual prosperity 6. You know, you're at peace. Or somebody wants to call a truce or have peace with you. You're at peace. You've healed. You've ascended. That's also a card of ascension. You made all the right choices. You're looking at your kingdom. You know, it could be just an apartment. It could be a home. Whatever. It's all yours, though. You made the right choices. Congratulations. You're going to get some communication. Somebody might want to spar with you. They want to fight with you. Or maybe they want to get you going. You know what I'm saying? To get some energy out of you. You're not fighting anymore. These people were trying to cause an imbalance in your life, or this person. I keep saying these people. So for some of you, it's more than one. They wanted to make you look small. They did something against the law or unjust, okay? Changing people's perceptions of you. Or people are now changing their perception of you. Maybe in the background, somebody went around saying this, that, and the other thing about you. That was unfounded, untrue, trying to get people to leave you and or not want to be around you. Gossip is a form of spell work. I'm sorry. Okay, it is. But now people are seeing the real you. And you're coming in, I don't know, there's a kindred spirit. Oh, they're trying to, somebody tried to make you feel like they were your kindred spirit, your soul tribe. Or maybe you're coming into your soul tribe. I don't know. It could also be that somebody thought you were like them. Okay? They have a personality disorder. Everybody's authentic. Everybody's different. But for some reason, they might think that you're like them, so you think like them. You do the same things they do, which doesn't sound like they're doing the right things. But you're not a kindred soul or spirit. You know, you're doing the right things. They caused a lot of drama or tried to. A lot of conflict in your life. Maybe they claimed you had addictions. Meanwhile, they had the addictions, okay? You didn't have to do anything. The divine is stepping in, okay? Just stay optimistic because you were dealing with a snake that wants to be you. Unbelievable. You're this, that, and the other thing. You're a piece of shit. You're this, that, and the other thing. But yet they want to be you so very badly. You're in a leadership position and they can't stand that. They want to take your throne. Maybe you're in the same business and somebody thinks that you're going to take their throne. No, I don't think you're after anybody's throne but your own. You know, it's like, grow up. So tired of people like this. You have a problem with somebody, face them. Tell them what your problem is. Don't go behind their backs. Don't go spreading lies and gossip. Don't go trying to hurt their finances or their lives or their relationships or hurt them physically, you know, through spiritual warfare or anything like that. You know, you're a coward. You deserve to be exposed. It is what it is. Financial and spiritual prosperity 6 and peace. Now they want peace. Maybe they're getting hit hard by karma. Cancer, you or them? Or something happened during Cancer season. Maybe things are peaceful because somebody is sick. Okay? Now they know they have to dial it back. You know what I'm saying? An older man, you or them? They wanted to level up off of you, but you're leveling up. Congratulations. Somebody could be playing in the markets as well. It could have something to do with shares of some sort. A Capricorn, you or them, or we're going into Capricorn season after Sag here. So opportunities in the palm of your hands. You could be dealing with opportunists this autumn. Yeah, so something's happening this season. It's a soulmate reunion. Somebody wants to reconcile with you, whether it's good or not. Or, I don't know, I can't tell you what to do. It could be family, friend, ex, or work. Somebody has a secret affiliation. They have a crush on you. I got to cover up that shrub. He's butt naked. Somebody has a secret crush on you. They want to message you. Maybe they have been messaging you, but they're a coward. Again, I'm sorry. If you have a crush on somebody, you want to get to know someone, all fine and dandy. And you know what I'm saying? But be a stand-up adult. Come and talk to them. Say, yeah, I'm interested in maybe getting to know you more. Would you like to go out for a coffee? You don't go behind the scenes and do shit. Okay? Personally, I don't like cowards. If you can't face me and talk to me one-on-one and be altruistic and transparent, yeah, nah, not interested. So we have financial and spiritual prosperity, 6, peace, and Cancer. The same with people that have problems with me. If they can't come to my face and they go behind my back and do all kinds of things behind my back, you're done. I don't want you. I don't want you in my energy, in my life. I've had enough of that in my past. Friends, family, partners, nah. Fake accounts. There you go. You're all ballsy enough to do spell work and go around and spread gossip about somebody that really couldn't care less. Okay? Yeah, dust it off. Exactly. So this could be you or an older man just dusting off all of this bullshit. Okay? This is a drama starter. Trying to give you a bad reputation. I told you. Threatening here, intimidating, threatening, or bothered. Somehow you threatened them. You bothered them just by being used because your light offends their demons, right? They're broke. They wanted to make you broke. By affecting your money, they're broke, okay? You're ignoring them, good. Because this, ignore them. They're a spiritual hater or spiritual narcissist. Hates on your spirituality, light, magic, and power. Yeah, remain unbothered. Because this person or these people ain't shit. They're always partying, but yeah, they're talking about you. They're doing this, that, and the other thing. Maybe they were even threatening you. I got a few threats. Oh, yeah. They could have said you had... Maybe this is what they said about you. You're always partying. You got bad habits. No, it's them. It's the same shit, different day. They don't change. Divination abuse. Trying to find out what you're doing. Getting the inside scoop. A closer look. Nosy up in your business. Somebody has to move or they're moving. And they're haunted. They can't pay their bills now because they tried to hurt your finances somehow. Prosperity, spiritual and otherwise, and material. When you try to hurt somebody's finances or wherever you try to hurt them in their life, their relationships, their health, that's where you're going to be lacking too, okay? Memories, flashback, trauma, side effects, okay? They're haunted. They did something during Halloween or something like that. Hustling, making it rain, focused on money and getting it. If you're anything like me, take some screenshots, okay? The threats, the harassment, getting evidence, proof, and facts, and hang on to it, okay? Because there's going to come a time where you're going to want to need that. Take them to court and sue their asses, okay? Or it might be a criminal case. Just so you know, okay? Done, done, done. These people think, oh, we can keep doing this indefinitely. Yeah, keep doing it. Because you're telling on yourselves. And you're telling on who you're affiliated with and who's doing this with you. Like for me, I pieced it all together. Who's who and who what group belongs to what group, okay? Who's friends with whom. Yeah, it's not hard to do. So we have material and spiritual prosperity, peace, Cancer, and fake accounts. Where are we going with this, please, Spirit? Empress in reverse. Oh, dear. This is somebody a wannabe? Wannabe you. So they don't want you to be you because they think they could be you better than you. Male or female, doesn't matter. Greedy, selfish, jealous, possessive, domineering, controlling, promiscuous maybe. They devalued you in front of other people's eyes so they can look better. Good for you. How's that working out for you now? Yeah. Trying to take your voice or your rights away. Good for you. How's that working out? Could be a power of attorney as well. You're dealing with your family. So somebody's really... okay, thank you. Somebody's really fighting with themselves. They need to communicate something to you. They broke the law. They did something really underhanded towards you. And they have to speak the truth either to you or to someone else. Maybe an older man. They have to tell the truth here. They did something they shouldn't have done. Thank you, Spirit. What's the message, please, Spirit? Thank you. What a way to start. ego, jealousy, contracts, bound to the devil, codependency issues, addictions, obsessions, anything that prevents you from moving on in life in a healthy manner. Toxic and karmic. Not of the light. Yep, it's all about opportunists here. Okay, this is your blessing. You're coming into some sort of blessing here. Ace of Pentacles. They're all aces in the upright are gifts from the divine. Either you received this already or you will. Okay, there's an offer, an opportunity coming towards you that's going to, it's very tangible, okay? It's not spiritual. Pentacles are tangible. It's good health. It's either money, it's stability, but it's going to be, you're going to go into this, it's going to bring you into this, this garden where you can rest a while. You don't have to grind so hard. You know what I'm saying? You can pay all your bills. You're safe for a while. You can take this, whatever this is, this blessing, and possibly turn it into generational wealth, okay? This is an option that a blessing the divine's giving you. This could also be spiritual gifts, okay? Congratulations. Yeah, they're trying to block your money. By trying to block your money, they're blocking theirs, okay? They got paid to say you had an STD, possibly, or they got paid to try to block you. They didn't want you having a new passionate opportunity, new beginnings, growth, or expansion. Damn. Because they were jealous of you. They lied. They're vindictive. They're vile. They're spiteful, bitter, angry. Damn. Yeah. They're struggling to change here. Somebody doesn't want to change. This is resisting change. They kept doing this over and over again. It's getting stale, like the card said earlier. It's like flogging a dead horse, right? They might be facing an end themselves. Maybe they have an STD. Now, it could be male or female, okay? It's just a liar. Somebody that's vengeful. Maybe they have an STD and they're facing the end. I don't know. Or they claim that you did and that it was terminal. It's bullshit. But this is a permanent, profound ending for them because you're moving forward. This is conscious awareness. This could be first responders as well. You know, maybe they are sick. Take it for whatever it is. But this is universally driven. You overcame whatever they tried to do to you. You're moving on. You're leaving them behind. Or they need to move. Yeah, lots of lies. No communication, no clarity. You know that they're a liar. You know that they're jealous. You know that they're vindictive and vile. Yeah. They lied online. They were spreading rumor, gossip, and slander. Or now there's awareness that everybody else they were dealing with, this person's a big fat liar. Okay? This is out of jealousy. They were very jealous of you. A lot of abuse going on here. Spreading rumor, gossip, and slander. They're petty and they're cruel. They targeted you for some reason. Oh, obviously your light offends their demons, right? They're very jealous. This is self-sabotage. Yeah, they said that you were mentally unwell, maybe mentally unstable, or you had an STD. It's them. They're scared. This is a scandal. They could have said that they're afraid of you, trying to get people not to listen to you or be around you. I don't know. It was all lies. Yeah, they wanted you feeling rejected and abandoned. They don't want you having a new beginning. This is something that's pretty evil. Okay? They're immature and insincere. They were celebrating this. They didn't want you having a new beginning. They were probably doing magic with a cult, coven, secret society, or their friends. Ace of Swords in reverse, Page of Swords in reverse, and Four Swords in reverse. Why are we going? There's a lot of swords in reverse here. Not very smart. They breadcrumbed you, used and abused you, treated you horribly. This was unfair, was not right. They're heading towards financial bankruptcy, maybe. Or they defrauded you, used and abused you, committed some sort of crime, stole from you. Yeah, you turned your back on this person. They wanted you, or tried to say you were unstable, you'd never amount to something or something like that. Try to say that you defrauded them or stole from them. Yeah, I don't think so. That was their plot and plan here. But you foresaw what this person or persons were doing, okay? You had the gift of sight. You're shining a light on it, right? You turned your back on it. Maybe so, yeah. Oh, God, I can't make this up. This could be somebody at a distance, but you're alone. You went within, you did the soul work, okay? There could be an investigation. All of these lies could have started some sort of an investigation. You knew exactly what these people were doing. You have a direct connection with Source. You're very wise. You knew that you're dealing with narcissists, okay? Or a variation of them. personality disorders. Maybe more than one, maybe it's a whole family. Pathological liar, user, abuser, cold, calculating, and cruel. Either you're shining a light on it or there is an investigation. There's somebody else in the equation here that's found out these people are narcissistic, okay? And they're gold diggers and cloud chasers. This is a change here, okay? Maybe the wheel was in reverse at one point where there was stagnation, delays, and setbacks. Now it's moving in your favor. And they're trying to avoid a tower moment, okay? Because this has to do with your family or family money, an inheritance, or life insurance, a legacy, generational wealth, okay? Long-term stability. They don't like it. So this snake tried hijacking your wheel of fortune. This is destined, by the way. This is ordained. Divine timing is at play here, and the sword of truth is in the air in this deck. The truth shall be seen and known by all. No more lies. No more fucking gossip. Okay? Wherever you came from, not literally, maybe, I don't know, it's being set on fire, okay? You're not going back to that. Yeah, you overcame, persevered, you put up some boundaries. Now they're paranoid, okay? They're being blocked. They're trying to block your stability. By blocking your stability, they block theirs, okay? Somebody wanted a life of luxury off your back. Somebody's very unstable and insecure, greedy, and selfish. They're heading towards financial disaster, I guess. This was a financial crime, possibly. They really wanted you to look unstable. 9-9, by the way. That indicates you're ending this cycle, this karmic cycle. Yeah. Somebody's refusing to move in and move on. They're digging in their heels, or they're going to have to cut their losses. You're not coming back. Somebody has to cut their losses. Maybe somebody wants to come back towards you now because they're hurting for money. Or they wanted you unstable so you could come back, would come back to them. If it's a past partner, give your head a shake. Yeah, look at this. It's an arrest. It's an illumination. There's an investigation, all right. People see your value and your worth. You know your value and your worth. This can't be ignored any longer. Somebody took advantage of you or tried. They totally disrespected you and showed no gratitude, that's for sure. Yeah, 9, they could have said you were crazy and they were afraid of you, but this is a nightmare. You're not worried. You're not worried. You know who you are. Could be a nightmare for them, though, okay? The worst has happened. They're going to be arrested, or they tried to get you arrested. You let go and you let God. You surrender it to God, okay? You're not wasting time on this. There's no more delays. They're acting like a martyr. People see the truth. You let these people go or this person go for a very good reason, because you love yourself. You're not going to let them do what they were doing to you over and over again. It's done. They may want to, they might think that they still have an option with you. They're going to, if they come in and justify and rationalize what they did, maybe that's going to help them. I don't think so. I can't tell you what to do, but this stinks. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you walked away. You're emotionally not available. You're not feeling it emotionally. You know they have no emotions for you, okay? You could have invested 8 out of 10 cups in this, whether it's family, friend, love, whatever, business, to find out there's nothing in these cups but backwash, okay? You went in search of your 9th and 10th cup, your happily ever after, your wish fulfillment. These people, you listen to your intuition, by the way, okay? There's the moon. But these people are facing the unknown. They could have invested 8 out of 10 cups into a situation coming against you to find out it's not going to work. They can't get a rise out of you. They can't get you to fight back with them so they can get energy from you anymore. So they got to walk away. They're facing mountains here. Hardship. Yeah, somebody bossed up, took back their power. This could be you or someone else. It could be a divine masculine. This is all 4 kings in the deck that's gone through the highs and lows of each and every king, learned the lessons and elevated and ascended. And now you're displaying all the finer qualities of all 4 kings and then some. This is the most powerful masculine energy in the deck. Could be male or female, okay? Because you could be a female using your masculine energy right now. You bossed up. You have authority, spiritual or 3D, or it could be somebody else that has authority that's stepping in. Yeah, judgment. Ooh, in reverse. Somebody made a poor judgment call. They judged you harshly based off of lies. They're going to be judged harshly based off of the absolute truth now. They lacked awareness, acceptance, and accountability in a situation. They don't want to be held accountable. Or you're not accountable for whatever these accusations were. If this is a judicial thing, if you're dealing with the courts or any kind of institution where there's an arbitrator, a mediator, a judge, a judgment's gone against somebody. There's no second chances. They're getting some karma. Their hearts have been waiting. They didn't quite make it. This is embarrassing and disgraceful. 5 of Swords in reverse. They have to let this go or let you go now that they've been exposed. Okay? You're healthy. This could be a doctor. It could be any kind of professional. It could be you or whoever that's making a judgment call here, okay? It could be a father. It could be a boss. It could be a leader of some sort. Obviously, if you're a father, it's a male, okay? But it could be a female. So just place yourself where you fit. Chances are, if you have ascended, it could be an ascended master, you've conquered all of your, you eradicated all your shadow, all of your what you needed to work on, you healed. That's all. If you're a divine being, you need to do that before you can raise the elevation of anybody, okay, let alone the world. You need to conquer that. You need to merge your masculine and feminine energies, because everybody has it within them. You have to merge those two together and balance. It's a fine balancing act. You have to merge your dark and your light, your ego. You know what I mean? You have to merge. You still need an ego, but you can't live in your ego, okay? You can't act as if you're in your ego. It's a very fine balancing act, and not a lot of people can do it, okay? Ascendant masters, yes, they can. You know what I mean? Depends on who you are and what you're here to do. But if you're a divine being, you have the capacity of doing it, and I think maybe you have. So in that regard, again, it doesn't matter the gender. Typically, that an emperor and an empress would come out together in one read, okay? Because you went through the highs and lows of each king and queen, and you've learned the lessons, you've mastered the lessons, and you've ascended. You understand what I'm saying? And you merged both together. Yeah, somebody has no authority. This is a warlock or some poser, player energy, didn't do the right thing, has no morals, ethics, or honor. They're angry. They bit off more than they can chew. Somebody that's very egotistical. They gave out false information or misleading information about you, or this is a very bad father, loss of children, not going back to the past. Maybe they're fixated on the past. Shouldn't be around kids. I don't know what this is. A lot of trauma bonding. Whoever this is needs to heal their inner childhood wounding. You're not going back to the past. There's going to be some fast communication, fast action, and or travel. 8 of Wands. Typically, when the animals run out of the forest, that means there's trouble, okay? Run. So this is karma hitting these people. You can't outrun karma, okay? Could be somebody that likes to hunt. If this helps, I don't know. Maybe they were hunting you. I don't know. Rescue rabbit. Oh, look at this. They're grieving and regretting. There's a parting of ways. They're grieving what they've done, what they stood to lose, not what they did to you. Because this, if it's a partnership, if it's a family member, if it's a friend or business, they put you last. They could be far away from home, getting kicked out. There's going to be some devil energy. There we go. Yeah, they didn't. They could have intercepted your money or your mail. They tried to slow you down, that's for sure. This is somebody that's unfaithful. They can't be trusted. They can't come correct. They're irresponsible, immature, unreliable, undependable, lazy, non-committal if it's a relationship. Very toxic and greedy and selfish. Wanting power is just power hungry. And everybody sees it now. Yeah, they made outlandish accusations about your allegations that they're unfounded. They have no defense. They didn't stand up, protect you. Whoever this is, if it's business, they didn't stand up or protect you. You won't fight with them. They can't make a payment. I don't know, maybe somebody got bribed or tempted here. They're feeling overwhelmed, defeated. They can't block you anymore. Yep, Empress is in the upright. Damn. They could be under spiritual attack for coming after an Empress energy and the Emperor energy, okay? Right in between. This could be two people, Empress and Emperor. Obviously, you guys are twins. Maybe, maybe not. It's the most powerful feminine energy here. There's going to be some communication between the two of you and or it's one person. Somebody's in their emotions right now. They were really malicious, ruthless, abusive. I just heard, wow. They could be drinking in their feelings right now. Somebody had I don't know, they could have had a stroke or a heart attack or somebody's trying to avoid a tower moment, okay? Somebody wanted to be the Empress or the Emperor, okay? Or both. I don't know. Take it for whatever it is. You're not fighting with these bozos. You know they stole your money or tried to prevent you from making money. And you know they're going through some karma. So vengeance is his, saith the Lord. There's no reason for you. What they want is for you to come after them so they don't feel so, people say, oh, they could have turned around and said that you were after them or you did something to them. You did nothing to them. Okay, you went your own way. And by them coming after you, they're getting karma. So they could have said that you were doing spell work on them, blah, 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 or you were behind it. You're not. It's because they were doing it to you. And they're getting a karma. So if you fight with them, it makes them happier because, oh, look, 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 they're coming after me. See? Just go your own way. Let God take care of it. I mean, yeah, do what you need to do. If you have to report them to the police, if you got to take some screenshots, do what you need to do. Yeah, this is hard. They were trying to drain you of energy. Wow. Heartless and cruel. They showed no compassion. No love loss here. No wish fulfillment. They didn't want you having wish fulfillment, love, any emotional support, anything. Yeah, the Six of Swords in reverse. They were just draining you. This could be soulless beings you're dealing with as well. It's not wish fulfillment. Somebody's in trouble here. They can't escape. They can't move on. They're in trouble. This is ruin. Somebody could have had an internal disruption. Somebody can't travel. They could have said that you're heartless and cruel. Well, it's too bad. But protecting yourself, there's nothing heartless or cruel about it. They could have tried to fiddle with your crown chakra, and by doing that, well, look what happened, okay? They could have lost, they could have had an internal disruption. This is ruin. They really wanted you to ruin, they really wanted to ruin you in your life because they thought they could be you better than you. Unbelievable. They thought you being you wasn't good enough. Someone's got some heavy-duty mental problems. Yeah, the truth is coming out. They can't hide this anymore. Somebody lost their job or they're trying to cost you yours, okay? If somebody's claiming that they're you, they are not well-equipped. They have no backing here. They didn't do the work. It's too much like work, okay? Somebody you're no longer working with. They would try to cost you your job or something like that. Or whatever they tried to do, it didn't work, okay? I'm going to put that back in. It fell out really weird. The card stood up, literally stood up on its end. Yeah, somebody's heartbroken. This was an injustice. They're getting caught up, what I tell you. Your family and or a group is caught up. Okay? Or this is something to do with family, a home, because you see the nest there. You're going, they think it's unjust that you're going towards your happily ever after, possibly. I don't know. People are weird. Stop being weird. Just give it up. Live your life, okay? Leave other people's lives alone. So we have 3 swords in the upright, justice in reverse, 10 of cups in the upright. Where are we going with this, please, Spirit? Yeah. Gathering some information. You started something new, okay? You took a practical approach. You learned something. If not, it's maybe you're going towards your wish fulfillment. You know exactly where you need to go. This could be a young person as well. But I'm not picking that up. I'm picking up that your family are going, if this is a family or a group, they're now learning. They're going to learn, they're going to learn a lesson here. You took a practical approach. This is good, really good financial news for you. You put the work in. You could be doing divination as well. You have a new beginning. Okay? You're innocent. You took a leap of faith. You have a new beginning, and they don't like it. It's good. Somebody assessed the situation here. There could be good news coming towards you. You're very inspirational and very creative. So congratulations. And somebody was very greedy and selfish. Somebody is unstable, corrupt, abuse of power, abuse of authority, a bully. Maybe they're trying to bully you or something like that. Trying to hurt your finances. So he's very greedy, selfish, and jealous of you. Codependent, clingy, very materialistic and selfish. Money motivated. corrupt. Yeah, lying, cheating, and or stealing. So somebody was lying, okay? They're trying to find they're strategizing a way to escape a situation. Because they abused you and they committed some sort of crime and they were reckless and they brought others into danger with their plans. They could be watching you from a distance. Somebody's, or those involved, it's more than one person, now know the truth. The truth is coming out. Some are running away. Some, hopefully, they're hoping they're not going to get caught or arrested. And others know that they should have stopped what was going on. They knew the truth. They didn't stop it, okay? Yeah, you're innocent. Wow. Unbelievable. They made some poor choices here. There's consequences. Like I said, it could be a false contract as well. It was all one-sided, whatever this was. Them coming after you. These allegations and accusations about you. So they have to reap the consequences to this. It's born out of jealousy, ego, pettiness, and cruelty. This is all ego. It's all chaos, okay? See, this dog's already got one stick in his mouth or her mouth coming after this dog's stick. So they already had enough. It just wasn't enough for them, okay? A lot of chaos going on here. Jealousy, rivalry, conflict. They wanted you to compete with them. Nah, you don't compete where you don't compare. What they were doing, even if you did compete with them, which I don't think you do, you have to. I don't think you did. But for them, they do it in such a criminal way. The odds are stacked against you. If it's just, clean competition, it's not clean for them. Okay? 5 of Wands in the upright. Yeah, somebody's drinking or in their emotions. They're really, really malicious, emotionally unavailable, emotionally manipulative, and self-serving, immature. Something to do with a home, a family, a relationship. You're stable. A business, truth and clarity. They're being exposed. You're happy, healthy, wealthy, and wise. You're very stable. You're very happy. They were just trying to hold back your money. They're trying to protect themselves. Yeah, look at this. They're greedy and they're selfish. They were holding back, doing magic, shit talking. They're trying to protect themselves from this magic or shit talking. This was poor counsel if it's professionals. Yeah, look at this, materialistic. So we have a king and queen, a king of pentacles in reverse, queen of pentacles in reverse. We have counterparts here. King of cups in reverse. Did we have a queen of cups in reverse? We have a queen of swords there. There's a few people involved. No, I don't think so. She hasn't shown up yet. So yeah, this is somebody that's very materialistic and greedy and selfish, and you can't trust them. Very jealous of you. They really wanted you to hurt financially, male or female. They were doing money spells against you. That's their plan. But you're still moving forward. You made a decision. I'm moving forward regardless. You're divinely protected. That's why. Okay. They're watching you. Nothing's happening here. You still have you are wish fulfillment. You're still maybe out in the public eye. You don't have to be. But yeah, you're still going. Wish fulfillment. This is your family. This is a large amount of money coming towards you. And they got a lot of burdens on their backs. Has to do with courts, institutions, maybe a platform. I don't know. Or this is the divine stepping in. They're going to be going towards poverty, lack, and loss. They've been exposed. This is public humiliation. This is a fail. They don't see it coming. They're in denial. It wasn't me. Yeah, they're denying that they got bribed or they bribed others and tempted others to come up after you. They did something too foolishly. They didn't think about it. Knight of Wands. They could have hired some love bomber to come towards you to destabilize you. This was a poor investment. You get what you give. 7 of Pentacles. End of the road. Can't go any further. They're hurting for money now. Okay? They're having to relocate. They don't want to. They did something really stupid without even thinking. Okay? This is something to do with the inheritance here. Your wish fulfillment. Parting of ways. They were spreading gossip. I can't even talk. Pardon me. They were spreading gossip about you. You parted ways with them because you know they sent this love bomber towards you. This is cults, covens, secret society, somebody. A group, your family. They were doing spell work against you. They're sending love bombers towards you to try to destabilize an earth angel. You maintained balance no matter what. Yeah, they're going to jail. They're stuck in the head. They wanted you stuck in the head. Yeah, parting of ways. You know they're karmic. You know they were doing magic. They were doing a lot of shit behind the scenes. Very manipulative, casting illusions. Could be involved with corruption. Two-faced. They don't have all the resources they need. They kept repeating something over and over again and didn't want to stop or learn a lesson. To a sweetheart. Male or female, doesn't matter. You remained emotionally stable and mature, loving, caring, nurturing, and sweet, highly intuitive and psychic. They couldn't rattle you. Yeah, you knew they were betraying you. This is the end of a cycle. This is a harsh and painful end for the Queen of Wands in reverse. They were doing shit-talking you. They were jealous. They're mad. They're angry, abusive, promiscuous possibly, and or doing magic. Or they said this was you. You know, it's no. End of a collaboration. False contract. Lazy. Don't want to put the work in. Disrespectful. It's all ego. Wanting power and control, right? It's all pride. Trying to shut you up because you're talking the truth somewhere. Good for them. How's that working out? Because the more that they try coming up against you, the worse it's going to be for them. Okay, the angels are all around you. They know they're going to jail or they're stuck. They're stuck wherever they want to do stuff. That's where they're stuck in life, okay? It's their health, their money, their relations. They're on their own. They wanted you completely stripped of everything. And anything that a human being requires for life, they didn't want you to have. That's what I'm picking up. That's how fucking dark these people are. They can go F themselves, okay? Yeah, they wanted material and spiritual prosperity. That's what it was all about. A third party tried to take your place, or you've ascended. This is a contract. They breached a contract. They committed some sort of crime, or spiritual or otherwise. They're 3D. It was amoral or criminal. Yeah, you came in peace. You're very peaceful. You remain peaceful. Now they want to call a truce with you. There's going to be some communication coming towards you. They want to get you going. They want to make you angry. Do not expend that energy. Do not give it to them. Okay? Hang up before you get mad. Punch your pillow. Do what you have to do, but do not give them that energy. A Cancer, okay? Under fake accounts, you or them. You could be a Cancer or something happened in Cancer season. We all have these signs typically in our charts, so take it for whatever it is, okay? Fake accounts, fake social media accounts to spy, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Older man, you or them, dust it off. I don't know who they're trying to show up for. You know what I mean? Put on an act for. Okay, maybe it's an older man. I don't know. Everybody's story is different. You don't have to take on each and every one of these cards, by the way. Okay, just ignore it if it doesn't fit in. It is what it is, darlings. There's thousands of people here, that's why, okay? Because not everything's going to fit in. Oh, I should have grabbed another deck. Oh, well. Okay, where are we going with this, please? How are we ending the reading for the collective at this hour, please? 18. A lot of lies and illusions. It could be fear right now. They were working against you behind your back. Not everything was as it seemed. You're highly intuitive. Could be lunacy as well. 18 is the moon, right? 19 in reverse. They don't want this getting out. They're sick. They're angry. They're not happy. 19 is the sun. Best card in the tarot deck. They don't want to heal. That's what it is. 29 in reverse. Yeah, they committed some sort of injustice. 29 is 11 in reverse, right? In tarot. That's the justice card in reverse. They're trying to hide the fact that they committed a crime against you. Something to do with a car, a trip, moving, stability, because she's holding on to the tree for stability, right? Devil energy. So somebody's trying to, I don't know, grab for purchase. Don't let me go. Don't. I don't want to let go of all these things that have accrued off this other person and their energy and or their name. So the Princess Dream, nurturing rebirth, new opportunity. Do you sometimes feel that life is passing you by as you look around? You see that others appear to be moving forward and achieving their dreams, but you feel stuck in a rut? Bats are often referred to as the guardians of the night, quote unquote. Quote unquote. This card represents symbols which remind you, well, that's pretty cool, that you are being looked after and cared for even if you feel alone. Bats symbolize rebirth and suggest that you are about to start a new phase in your life. Also, what I was picking up on this is you're highly intuitive. Like bats, they don't see with their eyes, okay? They can't. They're blind. Blind as a bat, that's why they say it, right? How they get around is by echolocation, by noise. They do that squeaking sound and it vibrates off of whatever is in front of them, a tree branch, a house, and they know not to go there. Do you understand? Anyways, look it up. It's pretty interesting. So you're kind of like that. You see in the dark, or you don't see, but you sense in the dark. You know what I'm saying? The opportunities around you are abundant. If you're not able to see this now, then you need to look harder. Opportunity may not come knocking at your door. Rather, you will have to knock on it. So if this is a large amount of money somebody stole from you, you're going to get it back one way or another, whether it's through this court, institution, your family, or this group, by suing them or whatever, or you're going to find this money. It's going to come towards you by something you do, whether it's your skills, what you do for a living, but you have to be aligned with it, okay? So if you know you should be doing something and you haven't done it yet, I'm not trying to push you, okay? Just when you're ready, everybody's on their own timeline. Get to it. You know what I'm saying, right? If there's a business that you want to open up, or you know that's where your heart belongs, maybe start taking the steps towards that. Okay, not everybody can do it right now. I understand. So you have plenty of stability behind you, and therefore any risks you take right now are minimal. That's only if you're able to take these risks. Okay, a calculated risk, meaning if you don't win, if it doesn't work out for you, you're fine. You're still able to provide for yourself. Okay, if you can't take this calculated risk at this time, then this is not for you. This could be a very influential time in your life. Embrace it. Wonderful things are on the horizon. Congratulations. Now, that's only if you can afford this calculated risk, okay? I don't want anybody using their last $200 and then they have nothing to eat, okay? You have to really think about it. I mean, like when I started this channel, the divine was pushing me to do this, right? And I really didn't want to. I didn't expect that I would ever have a tarot channel doing tarot. But he said, this is part of my path. And yes, to go here. And you better start soon because money's drying up. I didn't want to do this. And I kept making excuses. Well, I need this and I need that. And he kept telling me, you have everything you need. Even if it's a sign that you made yourself, it's not professional. You have everything you need. You don't need all the bells and whistles. What you're doing here is you're providing a service, and you don't have to. It's not about me. That's why I don't show myself on camera. But it's about the messages. It's not about me. Plus, I'm not going to give those yahoos any ammo. You know what I'm saying? Take a screenshot and then use your picture to do magic, whatever. But yeah, start small. Do what you have to do. Okay? You don't need, if you already have what you need, then start. Okay? So the covenant, 19, that's a promise. Psychic development, learning, and study. So you went through what you went through to enhance what you already have. Your curiosity in psychic and spiritual matters are awakening. You have an urge to learn more. You may already be dabbling in occult matters. And occult just means secret, things that is not widely known. It's nothing bad. It's not negative. Only if you put a negative connotation on it, I suppose. Just like people say, oh, tarot card readers are evil. No, it's cardboard. It's paper. It's the person that's wielding the cards. It's their heart, okay? It's likely that people with some similar skills will gather around you, but realize that you are a born teacher and your intuitive abilities will be more receptive than those around you. Use your skills and trust your psychic instincts as you are open to the energies of those around you. Studying occult material, reading cards, and taking interest in all form of divination are important at this time. So you might be another reader, you might be a healer, a teacher, an ascended master, okay? Finding groups where people have similar interests will help you to develop quicker. Know that you're a natural psychic, but be sure to use your gifts wisely. Respect the craft, and it will guide you well. So some of these people aren't respecting the craft or their gifts. They went against spiritual law and or universal law by divination, abuse, sending magic your way to harm you, to keep you small. It might have kept you small for a little bit, but not anymore. All of their spell work is no longer working. It was for their betterment, okay, and yours, for you to take the time out to grow, but for them to acquire all that karma. You know what I'm saying? They played a role in your ascension, basically. God used them to help you rise. And oh boy, that burns a hole right through their ass, I'm sure. Yeah. Oh boy, God used them. Just like they use people, God used them. So the Ashen Queen, reflection, overthinking, and peace. There are times in life when we just need to stop and reflect where we are on our path. There's no sorrow here, just a need to have a goal, something to plan for and look forward to. Meditation and visualization may be needed to calm the mind and give you some guidance. Whatever you need to do to relax, find the time to do it. When days are overloaded with the demands of modern life, it can be stressful, and sometimes we need permission to be kind to ourselves. So maybe you feel guilty for taking time out for yourself, doing special things for yourself, maybe getting a pedicure, a massage, or just having some quiet time. Don't, okay? Make plans to do the things which make you happy. Reconnect with nature, walk, dance, laugh, whatever it is. Time to be just you is much needed now. Now, a lot of times we can't be ourselves in front of people, or we feel like we can't. Okay, a lot of times I'm goofy. Okay, I love being goofy. I love, joking around and laughing, twisting, words around, like puns and stuff like that. And I'm a kid at heart. I really am. I've never changed. And that's the way to be. So if you just want to be goofy, just be you. Just be you. Fuck them. They're not paying your bills at the end of the day. Their opinion of you does not matter. And even if you don't act like this in front of them and they still have a bad opinion of you, they're just looking for something to say. They're just looking for something to label you as. These people don't need to be around you, okay? You need to be around people that care about you. End of. Let's get the angels on that. Ooh, angels got less to say. Look at that. Nine of Pentacles. You're good on your own. Single, abundant, independent, self-sufficient, stable, and secure, or business owner. Congratulations. You're going to be able to provide for yourself independently. This is an Ascended Master. 33. I can't make this up. The omniscient God. Nine of Pentacles. Submission to higher order identifies traitors and destroys their plans. The Star at the bottom of the deck. I didn't even shuffle. Well, you're going to be shining here. You are the star. Higher powers involved. You are highly spiritually ranked. 32 is 5. It's the Hierophant. Male or female. God the just. Clemency and equilibrium. Protects against attacks in the court. So it's something to do with the court, spiritual, or 3D, or both. Okay. Wow. Uriel wants to come out. The Tower. Darn. Is that like... I know, okay, Uriel's around. He does come by often. And he is a joker, by the way. He's got a wonderful sense of humor. That's probably why I was feeling it. So this is the Tower, Uriel. The fire of God. Disruption warns of disasters, aids in transformation. So you are transforming into who you truly are. Somebody got the orders. Uriel's got the orders. He's bringing down that tower. Congratulations. This was in reverse. So 10, they're getting karma. That's a Wheel of Fortune. They try to steal your destiny. Ain't going to happen. And they're going through another karmic cycle you're not, or they wanted you to. 6 of Pentacles, you're very balanced, okay? Eladia, the favorable God. This is destined. This was already written, preordained. Divine grace cures rage and pestilence and absolves the guilty. So, maybe some people are going to come and say, please forgive me. I got on this hate train against you. I should have known better, but I went along with it. People want to be absolved. Okay. 5 of Cups. Parting away is grieving and regretting. They're regretting what they've done. 43. You're moving on. You're leaving them behind. That's a 7. Chariot. Or they have to stop this. Okay. They've been stopped. God, King, and Ruler. Prosperity. Destruction of the enemy and deliverance from bondage. Okay. It is what it is. The world is over. Ending a cycle to begin a new one. Lessons will be learned. You're highly protected. This is victory as well. Demabia, the world. You got the world in the palm of your hand. 65, that's 11. That is justice. God, the source of wisdom. Fountain of wisdom gives success in all ventures. Congratulations. We're going to leave it there. I like a good success story because you're divinely protected. 7 of Wands. Okay. The expected God. 29, again, it's justice. It's 11. Liberation, deliverance from enemies, both visible and invisible. Maybe they sent something your way and they can't get rid of it because it stayed with them. Because it certainly didn't come towards you. Maybe they need your help or somebody else's help. I don't know. That's between them and God, though, I think. How ironic would it be that these people come towards you to help them get them out of whatever they got themselves into? What they planned for you, okay, is what they're going through. But worse. And now they want your help to help them get out of it. I can't tell you what to do. Obviously, if you're an Ascended Master, you love everyone. You hate the sin, not the sinner. So it's up to you what you want to do. If they do approach you, tap in. Obviously, you're going to tap in with Father. See what he has to say about it. You know what I'm saying? But at this point, I don't need to tell you anything. If you're an Ascended Master, you already know. You know what I mean? Congratulations. I hope you like to read. Until next time, take care.